Hello, everyone. Dr. Allen here. Hope you're having a great week. Uh, just to let you know, I'm a little informal today. I don't think anyone will probably care because one, it's an asynchronous class. Two, it's just been a busy week. So I wanted to get this video out and up to everyone before noon on Sunday. I know technically we don't have to have it up until Monday. That's our timeline, but I've noticed a lot of people have been working on Sundays trying to get some of this stuff done. Totally fine. That's why I open it up a little early. So I'm going to try to go ahead and get this done. And I just figured we just go with casual Saturday. So let's just go ahead and jump right in and see what we got to do. Excuse me. Sorry, I kind of had this up and then I started to record and I got a little sidetracked. So even though I say I don't usually do retakes, I went ahead and decided to do a retake. All right, let's go ahead and get into Brightspace and look at what we got going on this week. It's something called Edpuzzle, just to let you know, but let's make it official. And while this is all loading up, I wanted to kind of give everyone the reminder. If you are watching this on Sunday, please make sure you have your Nearpod in discussion 4 and blog 4 on the Nearpod completed. Also, if you're a graduate student, I know you've probably seen on the Ed 500 syllabi, and it's actually on that class base. I know you're in this one. I'm going to send out some stuff related to the paper that's due at the end of the semester. It's a few months away, but some people like to work on it early, and I have no problems with that. That's only for grad students, though, and that's the research paper. That's one of the big separations between Ed 500 and Ed 380. So with that being said, just so I don't forget to say that, and also there were some good questions about the, let me jump back over here. This is stuff that people stop by and ask me things. This was the certification. Don't forget, it's not due until like December. I know a lot of people are going ahead and finishing it. So I went ahead and added the assignment up if you want to submit it. No problems if you want to get it done. And also, you only need to do the iMac and you only, or iMac or iPad. You don't have to do both. That was a little confusing how I said that. So I'm going to restate that. There's a choice to do either an iPad or iMac certification through Apple. You don't have to do both. You only need to pick one. I don't care if it's iPad or iMac. So sorry, it was a lot of I's, but I think you get the drift. All right, this week's pretty straightforward. We're going to try something called Edpuzzle. I like Edpuzzle. I used it a lot during the pandemic. It's one of the technologies I've noticed. Like I think it's on the lower end of the popularity scale. It seems like most people who like it really, really like it, and some people don't like it at all. And it is a little it can be a little clunky as far as like figuring out how it works, but once you figure out how it works, I think it's a pretty cool tool. It's nothing complicated. It just requires a step or two, and I think it's just not. It probably could be a little user friendly, but what I do like about it is you have to do a little bit of editing for this assignment. It's very small, but it gets you used to kind of thinking about that because when you do your ed TPA down the line for Dr. Johnson or in Dr. Johnson's class, you'll get some familiarity with kind of having to make videos within a certain time period. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But we're going to do Edpuzzle. You're going to read the gamification chapter on Tech Like a Pirate. It's a pretty cool chapter. Some of it we've actually already mentioned in here, and some of it you're going to be familiar with. But still check it out. Maybe there'll be one or two things you haven't heard about. You're going to have discussion 5, which is on that reading, and then you're going to have a blog on Edpuzzle. And again, don't worry about critiquing it if you don't like it. I have no stock in Edpuzzle. So, and if you love it, awesome. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I had actually closed this out when I did the read club, so let's just go ahead and hit that. And what we're going to do, we're going to type in Edpuzzle. There's all the famous Eds in case you were wondering. Ed Sheeran in Edinburgh. All right, you're going to click Edpuzzle. Now, there's a few things, and I'm hoping it doesn't auto-sign me in. Good, it doesn't. There's a few ways to do this. You can hit sign up or you can do login. Everyone has a Google account, so you should be able to log in via your Google account. But just in case it doesn't let you, you can just hit sign up. That's probably the first step you want to do. And it's going to ask you what school you go to or what school you're working for. You are welcome to put Shepherd. This is nothing tied to any university or school. I just tell people to put Shepherd because it's just what we're housed out of. If you're at a school or student teaching, or if you are already at a school, you're welcome to put your school. I don't think, again, this is tied to any accounts. I think it's just Edpuzzle kind of getting an idea of where Edpuzzle is being used. When you sign up, you're just going to say you're a teacher. And again, there's the Google, which everyone should have. You can also sign in with Microsoft if you prefer. I'm actually weirdly going to use my Shepherd email only because my Google one, with the free account, and again, don't pay for anything, but with the free account, I actually have filled up my Google one. So, what is Edpuzzle? It's basically a bunch of videos where you can insert questions and notes as students watch. You can also require students that they can't jump ahead to the questions, and then as the students, when you send them the link and they click on the link, they're enrolled in basically a grade book in your Google account. So as you can see, I have a few classes that I've done over the years that I have on Google, at Google on Edpuzzle. So I don't want to click the classes because there's student names on there, and I don't want that to be on YouTube or anything, even if I have it marked private. But basically, when you do that, you can do the community, which has a bunch of stuff on here. My school, which will have all the Shepherd videos. So you can see I already that's the one I messed up. We're going to redo here in a minute. And you can see most of these are mine, but these are also former ones that have been posted up. Then some of them might be other professors too. What you're probably going to end up doing though is ones through YouTube. So let's do this. You want to do content, and I don't care what you do it on, and just do something that you might be teaching on. I'm going to do the French. Nah, you know what? I did that and I bottled it, so I probably got a little bit of bad mojo. Let's do the Crusades. All right, I'm going to hit the Crusades. As you can see, there's different YouTube videos that pop up. There's some that are already here that people have already done, but I'm just going to click this. I think this is Crash Course. Okay. And then when you look down here, these are videos that people have already made. You are welcome. Well, let me phrase that. For this assignment, you have to make your own video. But if you open your own Google account, or I'm sorry, your Edpuzzle account, you can save these to your account, add content. You just click the video and just hit add or you can add your own questions. But let's just do it this way. I'm babbling a little bit. So when I get to this screen, let's just say this. I want to edit this video. So you're going to find your video. Let's go back because like I say, I think I babbled a little bit. We're going to hit Crusades. We're going to search. We're going to click Crusades. We're going to hit edit. As you can see, this was one that was already done, so people already have questions on it. I can edit this one, that's fine, but I don't want you to do that. And I must have hit that accidentally. Whoop. Yeah, I did. Oh, let me show you what it does though. Sorry. Long weekend.
Hi there, my name is John Green.
This
is Crash Course World History, and today we're going to talk about the Crusades.
Oh,
Stan, do we have to talk about the Crusades? I hate them. Here's the thing about the Crusades, which were a series of military expeditions from parts of Europe to the eastern coast of the Mediterranean. Rarely sufficient. By the way, with Christians and Jews living among them, as long as
he's asking these questions, as you can see, there are questions on the side.
For the Islamic Empire's economy. But then a new group of Muslims, the Seljuk Turks, moved into the region, and they sacked the holy cities and made it much more difficult for Christians to make their pilgrimages. While they quickly realized their mistake, it was already too late. The Byzantines.
There it is, and it answers a question, and you can insert these in. You can edit your videos if you download ones like I just did on that. That is not what I wanted to do, though. I'm kind of glad I made the mistake. I don't want you to get one that's already been made. I want you to go to YouTube, go to the Crusades again, and we'll hit search. That one, you see how it had that? That already had questions on it. I did not want to do that. So what I'm going to do is find one that was in the community. I should have went to YouTube itself and did the Crusades. That was shame on me. It's good to make the mistake. I wasted about a minute of your time, but as you can see, here we go. And as you can see, none of those have any questions to them. I want you to pick one. We'll do this one. That's fine. History Channel's right. Now, here's the thing. When you pick yours off of YouTube, this one has no questions. And I meant again, that's where I messed up, and that's what I don't want you to do either. But if you look down here, there are ones with questions. After you do this assignment, and if you like Edpuzzle, you definitely want to go back and check. There might be ones that you like and you can edit those, but you want one with no questions. And you're going to edit. And as you can see, there's cut voiceover questions. The cut means you have to put it within it. You can edit the video to clips that you might want students to see. The voiceover means that you can add your voice if as long as you have a microphone over a section, if you want to pause it and just kind of narrate something or make a point. And the questions are you can do an open-ended question, a multiple choice question, or you can do a note. All three are acceptable for this assignment. You have to have a certain amount in there. Let's jump back. I believe it is 5. Yep, 5. You have to have 5 things I want you to insert in there. You also have to make sure the video is no longer than 5 minutes. I want you to do just very basic editing here. It can be between 2 and 5 minutes. I don't care if it's 2 minutes. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. And if it ends up being 5:05, that's fine. No big deal. So let's see. The cut is pretty easy usually. See that little bar there? I'm grabbing it. Oops. I said it was. Make sure it's paused. Now I grabbed it. Once you get the hand, sorry, pause it, get the hand. And as you can see, there's your time. See how it's going down, 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 down. That's not too bad. Okay, I'm at 4:54, 4 minutes, 54 seconds. Now, I'm going to bring my little bar back and I'm going to add some questions. I'm going to click questions. And I'm going to, wherever I'm going to put the question at the 38-second mark. So I'm going to hit that. And we'll say, where were the Crusades? Let's do a better one than that. Where were most Crusaders from in terms of conflict? That's not really a great question, but I think it'll work for the person. And you would put Europe, which is correct. So you give it a green check. Asia, wrong. You can add one. We'll say Africa. Save. That's your question. It's there now. So, and as you put this in here, if students complete this, you'll have a great book. Now, let's say you hit play. You have it keep playing. And the video is going to keep talking as I'm talking over it.
Forgiving planet. Most species will fail. For one, all the pieces will fall into place.
So we'll do something like this. What's this? We're going to add a question there. How much do you know about Crusades? I probably should have been first, but that's okay. I think you get the point again. Allow audio responses. You can do that too. As you can see there, you can turn on or off if you want your students to be able to do that. You want to save that. As you can see, the question's there. That's it. And then when you're finished, you can hit finished. And the video has, there's my 2 questions. Now, like I say, those are down there. I don't want those. I want yours. So when you do this, make sure that it is public viewed. And as you can see, you can duplicate it. You have it in your, you can add it to a place. You can share preview. You just need to send the copy of the link to me. That's all. And some people have asked again, I just make sure everyone knows, if it won't let you put it into the Brightspace spot, all you have to do is put it on a Word document. I'm holding up a Word document here. Post a link on there and submit it. That's fine. If push comes to shove, you are always welcome to email it to me. Usually I do the email grades last just because I have them in a folder and I go through them all at once. I was trying to think anything else on here I should probably show you all. Of course, you can delete the video. I'm going to see something real quick. Nah, I don't need that. That's finished. I was just making sure I didn't overlook anything. It's finished there. I'm going to assign it to a class. Let's just do that. You can create a class if you want. I'm just going to, I'll assign it to 200 just for all students. And you can see, you can actually jump down there with the other things. You can select class. Next. As you can see, there's due dates, general settings. You can do that. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. Prevent skipping. That actually means that students can't skip to the question. Like if you had made this, they can't, like if there's 10 questions, they can't just jump straight to the questions. They have to watch the video, which I always set. Just to make sure if you're showing the video, you want them to watch the video. And you can also turn on closed captioning, which I always do. You just click there. You just assign it to the class. I really just need the link to see that you've done the video. And as you can see, if you go through all this, you can actually share the assignment. And that gives me the whole thing and not just the preview. So I guess that's probably the better route to go. But as long as I can see the questions and that you've done it, I'm not going to lose too much sleep over anything. So, and again, that's Ed Puzzle. There's not much to it. I will put a couple video. There should be a YouTube video up just in case. Again, I know I babble sometimes, so just so you know, there's a help video right there. Let me click it to make sure that it works. Sometimes these links, I put them up and then stuff happens. Nope, it's working. So there you go.
Hello and welcome to another Edpuzzle video tutorial. Last time we've looked at Edpuzzle.
So there you go. If you need that, it is up, ready to roll. And I think that's it. Straightforward week. I guess we're 4 or 5 weeks in now, so I think things are kind of just in a flow. Work has been great, by the way, just in case you've made it to this point. I do appreciate it. I've been seeing a lot. By the way, I like that a lot of you come by and ask me questions just face to face, just in case you do, if you're on campus. It's always just a good idea because we can clarify any types of confusions or things like that. That's it, though. I hope everyone has a good week. Thanks for letting me do casual Saturday. I think I just saw a bunch of people that were in this class actually at the KDP induction ceremony. And if you're interested in that in the future, if you're not a member of KDP, talk to Dr. Johnson. There's always blasts that go out. It's our Educational Honor Society. It's a wonderful group. I'm sounding like a commercial for one of the things on YouTube at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off and tell everyone have a fantastic week. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to stop by.